All right, on Golf with Irene today, I ran into Gerry Carrey,
Love
the
this
best
place.
caddy in the world.
Second best.
Who's the best?
I haven't met him yet.
I'm going to take him to the holiest place on the course, the old farm pump. I gotta fill up my Groove It brush.
You're kidding me. Does it actually work?
There you go. No, there you go. There you go. There you go.
We got water.
These are the waters of life. Now we can clean our clubs. I have a question for you.
You got a question for me?
Will you come on my golf show?
Yeah, 1000%.
This is a par 5.
Okay, cool.
It's a short par 5.
Okay, good.
Only catch is we're going to caddy Irene. Okay,
Here we are.
here we are. So
It's a beautiful spot here.
my first question for you is, how did you even get into golf?
So I'm 7 years old, and we lived across the street from like a real plush little golf course at home
In Canada.
in Canada.
Okay.
And it was
what
not-
area of
in,
Canada?
in the Okanagan. I think it was 7 or 8 years old. Me and a bunch of buddies grabbed some old clubs, and we hopped the fence at 2:30 in the afternoon and decided we're going golfing.
At 7.
So like we just jumped in the middle of summertime golf,
Yeah.
and we're a bunch of kids. I think it was like maybe 3 or 4 of us, I think, and we just started hitting balls, and
Yeah.
of course we got chased off and climbing the fence, and then I think we got caught, and I think we got reprimanded a bit.
So
but
your golf story starts in rebellion.
yeah, we were little rebels.
Canadian
I think we
rebels.
got there on our stolen bikes.
Oh, Canada.
Now I feel like one of the people that I caddy for,
Railroad track to your left. So if you go over the trees on your left, you're gone.
Caddy 101.
Okay.
Never tell them we're not to go.
Beautiful. Coming back center.
That's not
On the
bad.
fairway. Oh, there we go.
Caddying Irene.
So this is Golf with Irene, but this is caddying Irene style. We
I don't get too many caddies, Irene. I mean, I'm doing the caddying, and now
Well,
here I'm.
we are all about professionality here at Golf with Irene.
Irene, this is incredible.
Yes.
I can talk like I'm from the south if you like.
Even though we all in the north here, see. This is your ball up here.
Yeah, it's not
Look at that
bad.
center fairway, and you're not in the groove right there. So you start golfing at 7.
Yeah.
And does that lead into like were you very passionate about it?
Yeah, I was passionate
Yeah.
about it. Did it. Had fun. I caddied probably at 9 years old. I caddy in the club championships. You know, the guy buy you a hot dog at the turn. You figure you know, $5-6 for the day.
There you
That was a
go.
lot of money
There you go.
back in the 70s.
5-6
$6.
bucks and a hot dog.
And a hot dog, you know. It grew from there, and here I am.
Now you caddy for people around the world.
Yeah, I have fun now. I have a channel. Obviously, you've probably seen it. I caddy for people.
Oh, it doesn't say how far out we are.
Aren't you a caddy?
Caddy and training.
Okay, so we're about 2:30 in.
Well, let's see what you got in your bag. Oh my goodness. Queen of Spades.
The Queen of Spades.
You
right
know
there.
who my first guest was on my show?
No.
Shayna Baszler, Queen of Spades.
The Queen of Spades.
Oh yeah. We're gonna take that out.
Little downhill lie here, though. That is not fun.
Absolutely. I was gonna tell you that.
Yeah, and I just have fun. You know, 9 countries last year, which is really kind of cool.
Yeah.
And you know, the best education on this planet is travel. Yeah.
I
So,
agree.
you know, if you haven't been around the world to some of these places,
Yep. It
I suggest that people go, man.
opens doors and perspectives. You should
Right.
talk to people. You should ask them questions. You should get to know them.
Absolutely.
And that's what golf is all about.
So that's kind of what I put in my videos.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of ask you questions that you'd probably never really get asked. And you get a really cool reaction from people when they're put on the spot. About, you know, I'll ask a lot of people, like, who's your most inspirational person on the planet? You know, sometimes I'll ask that to an 8-year-old, and they go, my dad.
Aw.
My dad is just or, you know, my grandpa, man, you know, this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And they tell you the story why.
Well, I feel like we have great alignment in the fact that we both love collecting stories.
Yeah, I love stories are everything.
I think the great thing about golf is that there's so much time on a golf course. Where in other sports, you're super busy, you're running up and down the court. In golf, it truly is
Yeah.
not just a personal, like, mental game, but also you have time. You have
Time.
like 4 hours.
4 hours. It's 4 hours.
Yeah.
You're with your best friend, or
And
you're
you
with
don't have
your
your phones
buddy.
out.
Yeah, I always try to keep my phone when I'm playing my personal round of golf, I decided to keep it away because bringing your phone and being interrupted. I think in the 30s and then the 40s and the 50s and even the 60s, part of the 70s, golf was different. You know, you built this this relationship with people every week, and and you're excited to hear what happened because there was no social media, and you'd sit and talk about, well, went to that party, we did this, and we had a great dinner and a family, and talking about, and sometimes you'd hear bad news on a golf course even.
One of the reasons why I started golf with Irene, and as you watch some of the episodes, there's a specific song that plays for the intro. The singer, Dan McMahon, was my sound engineer. And he unfortunately passed away from cancer a year ago.
Wow.
But he loved golf. And I was so unfamiliar with the game, but going into the studio and recording music, he was always using golf analogies and like talking about golf.
Yeah, like this
and
is like that.
He's the one that kind of got our family to go out on the golf course and to like try golf for the first time. When I run the show at the end, it's always dedicated to Dan McMahon because he's the one that taught me that golf was more than just a sport. It's a way of connecting with people.
Yeah.
So,
he was a big inspiration in your life?
He's one of the people that believed in me from the beginning.
Wow.
Because I have this tumultuous life story where, my life kind of fell apart. And he was someone that met me kind of at my lowest point and watched me and helped me build my reality. So it feels beautiful to carry on part of his spirit in Golf with Irene.
That's
what
so
I do now.
Cool. Golf with I love it. Golfing with Irene. Sit there.
Did it come off the
Off
tree?
the fence. That's
Okay.
tough. That's tough
And-
lie. Downhill lie. Good caddying.
Good caddying, yeah. A good caddy never lets a man leave his cigar behind.
I see my ball over there, caddy.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I've never been in this situation before as a caddy, but you are. You
Am I
are
behind
right
the tree?
behind this tree. Got a little root there. Do you get relief from that at all?
I don't.
Wait, what club do you got there, huh?
I got a little 8-iron. I'm just trying to advance it out.
Okay, I agree.
Like, off the fence.
All right,
That is
all
a
right.
tough shot, but I played it like a lice.
So you golf at a very young age, you get into it and you're caddying. At what point in your life did it jump from something fun that you were doing into kind of your
business thing?
life and the business?
So
Like, what happened in between?
I started caddying in the 80s and 90s. And not crazily, but two of my good friends actually caddied the tour. And I got to jump on for a couple of years and have some fun. And then I got into a different business because early 90s, about to have a kid. And, the caddying life back then is not like today. Like the caddies on the tour today, they make, just crazy money having fun. And so I went and got what I call a real job.
Okay.
And I started my own business, and I started I was in the insulation business and central vac business back in Canada. I did very well, bought and sold 4 different businesses.
Nice.
And retired at 59 years old.
You're like, what do I do with my life
What do I
now?
do? And my daughter and her husband and my girlfriend's son are business partners, and they're pretty big in the social media world.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
One Peak Creative, I'll say it right there. We got
One Peak Creative?
One Peak Creative.
We'll tag it here. Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy. You got to follow them. They're fun.
What do they do?
They were in the world of producing videos. They did stuff for Ryan Reynolds and all kinds of people around the world.
Cool.
And then they produced a product that is sold, and it's how to create a TikTok and create views. And so they did this, and I think the course was $99. They did really well with it.
Yeah.
And they've just excelled. I was actually kind of their guinea pig, if you want to call it, when that came out. And they said, Dad, you're retired. Do a video. You're a fun guy. You like storytelling. And they said, come up with a name and come up with what you want to do. So I kind of looked through, I want to do it in golf.
Yeah.
All these guys doing incredible golf videos. A lot of them have great golf swings. Mine's all right. I'm not great. I just have fun golfing. And I thought, well, I'll just do it what I used to love. I'm just going to do a caddy video. So I came up with a name, Gerry, Carrey. So Gerry, carrying the golf bag.
Yeah.
I put a video out. They helped me. I shot my first video. I didn't know what TikTok was.
Yeah.
Really. And I put that video out, and I think I got 2.2 or 2.3 million views. And
on your first video?
Yeah, in like less than 48
that's
hours.
That's unheard of.
Your
very first video.
In less than 48 hours. Wow. Using their formula to do it. And I stuck to it, and we did it. Away I went. And it was about 3 or 4 weeks before I did my next one. And they're going, don't worry, Dad. You don't have to be on it. Because I was going, well, they want to see more, right?
I have to do this every single day.
Like, come on. And so it was 3 weeks before I did my next
Yeah.
one. So I ended up doing this next video, and I think I got 3.2 million views on it.
Incredible.
And bing, bing, and it just took off. And we had so much fun. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for what they told me to do.
Very
and
cool.
Not told me, asked me to do. And I've had nothing but fun in my life.
Let's take your 56.
I got my 56 and 60.
You know, I only use a 56, so I'm gonna let you decide if you want the 60.
Little 56 up the hill here. Oh man, I feel intimidated because this is what I do to people every day. If there's a time and place to make a putt, it would be right now. I gave it a run. Reality golf. Look at that, pushed it.
Finish that, because guess what? On Golf with Irene, it's all about the hang. It's so fun to connect with other people in the social media world. You're aware that, so Irene's Entropy is my main channel, where I do more storytelling. I have found that in social media world, when you connect with other storytellers, like that's a gift and becoming way more popular in social media.
Yeah, it's just that moment, probably what you create, where it's like, oh my God, like that came out. That interview, you got that story, and people love it and resonate.
People are incredible, and to capture humanity in just 30 seconds and like remind people of what it means to be human, what it means to be kind, to talk and ask questions, because we're on our phones all the time. I love your channel so much.
Well, I appreciate that. That means a lot to me, because especially someone like you, that if you see it and you do it and you know it's good, that's a big compliment.
Real recognizes real.
Yeah, I think so.
Every time. So you guys came down because were you emceeing, or were you doing something at the...
I was at the VGA event, Veteran Golfers Association. I want to put a big reach out to these guys. They've grown in 10 years to 38,000 members, and they have tournaments all over the world, mostly in the US, but 1,500 golf tournaments a year they put on.
Wow.
And all for charity and everything, and helping vets, ones that have survived the worst things that we don't even understand, I'll tell you a quick little story if you want to hear it.
Absolutely.
And it just brought tears to my eyes. I'm sitting down at a table with a guy, and he goes, I know you, you're Gerry Carrey. And he shows me a video, and it's this tank kind of car, and he's in this thing by himself, and he's driving, and they're filming going through Afghanistan, and it blows up. He drove over a mine. Oh. And it's like, we're talking a major explosion.
Yeah.
And he's singly in there by himself. 8 years later, he's on the golf course telling me the story about the survival for that. Yeah. And what his life and how it changed him. And now he just loves life. He's out there doing his thing, loves the VGA. And the thousands of stories that I've heard about veterans in this short time of about 16 months that I've been with the VGA, man, beautiful people.
Talk about perspective, right? There is some sort of perspective that you gain for life when it comes to a point of, are you willing to actually give your life? You come back from that, and it's a completely different perspective of how you want to live your life. And unfortunately, so many veterans don't get the support and help that they need. Right. Because you come back from war, and you're just supposed to assimilate into society. Right. And that's
hard. What the VGA right here is all about, is getting those people back into the game of golf and using the game of golf as a tool to build new friendships, new lives, camaraderie from people all over the country. So I was just at the Nationals, held at Olympia Fields. There's a good thing coming up here. It's on Fox Sports, and you'll see it. Okay. And you'll get a good taste of what the VGA is all about. Josh Payton, if you're watching this, and Joe Colley. Joe lost a leg in combat. These guys are just unbelievable. Well above my pay grade.
I think that the cool thing about golf is that the deeper I dig into golf world, the more I find the goodness of people on the golf course, people that are running different golf events or social media, like such an outpouring of even like golf brands that just want to give. Part of it is marketing, of course, but also there is just this genuineness that I always thought of golf as this very closed off private world, and that you had to be a certain kind of person to enter into golf world. But what I've actually found is I totally misjudged it. 2 more questions for you. Of all the places that you have caddied, that you've played, top 1 or 2 coolest places?
Royal Portrush in Ireland. I was there a couple years ago, 3 years ago, prior to me doing this. I was there, and we were on a golf trip, and I met a cool caddy, Aaron. He was my caddy at Royalport Rush, where they hold the Open this year. It was unreal in Ireland. Championship golf course, beautiful. But the Irish people is what got me there.
Yeah.
The golf was secondary. I mean, the Irish people at night and going into a little pub in Dublin or wherever. And then, you know, in these little pubs, people, families with their dogs, and they're singing and the Iron and like contraptions. I mean, you're a musician, you know, like, I don't even know what the heck that thing was. It was some kind of like, it looked like an oboe, but it's got some other big thing hanging out of it. And they're playing this music and everybody's having fun. And 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock, Tuesday nights or Tuesday and Thursday nights, it's their go-to place. That would be my favorite country and favorite place I've been. The best thing in golf for me right now is Cece, Carol, and I. She took up golf a year and a half ago, and I love being on the golf course with her.
Yes.
So that would be my, you know, let's just say this right. Place, Royalport Rush. With a person, with Cece.
With Cece. I love that.
She's a blast.
You know what? I brought this magical little Easter basket. Here's a sub 70 hat for you.
Oh, I love the hat. Here.
And then I have one more.
Have one more
you
then?
gotta get in here. For the energy that keeps Gerry going. I've got Irene's Entropy t-shirts for you. Doorwalker coffee. So this is my coffee brand. Nice. And you have to answer a question. Red door in the Irene's Entropy lore in my music videos is a portal. When I'm ready to learn and change and go into a new landscape, the red door appears. What is a door in your life that you were either scared to walk through or it took a lot of courage, but something that you did in your life and you're so proud and happy that you walked through that door and pursued yourself?
Actually, it just recently happened. I've never been to a doctor in my life at 62 years old. But I thought in my age, I finally walked in and went and got myself a doctor's appointment. That would be my red door. I was scared.
Was it a good experience?
Yeah, it was a great experience. I loved it. Oh, that was mine, I guess.
What's one of yours?
When we met, it was at his daughter's house. My son was staying in their basement suite, and we both happened to be there on a weekend when all the kids were gone. I was in the basement, he was upstairs, and I went up the stairs, knocked on the door.
Literally
a door that
a door. Like, we're serious. I remember that moment too.
When the kids sold the house, we were hoping it was going to go to a developer, and I'm like, if it does, I'm going to take that door.
That is beautiful. Thank you for sharing that.
And I think everybody that meets her in my social media world, as you know, even at the VGA, everybody just knew she's just, without her, with what I do, I wouldn't be where I am today in the social media world. She's the ass. She's just,
I feel the same way about my husband. Yeah, he, you know, because I'm like, all right, I've got a concert here. I'm going to golf with this person here. You know, I'm doing my coffee thing. I'm all over. And if it wasn't for my husband, who has the logistics side of things worked out to help me and be that support, I couldn't do it.
And you know, I mean, and she's enjoying it. We both retired within a week of each other.
Oh, really?
We're within 16 days. No, I was on the 7th of September. She's on the 16th. That's how close we are.
So your worlds just kind of aligned where it was like, all right. Like,
she went through that door.
Yeah, walk through the door. I love it. Okay. Well, thank you so much for being on Golf with Irene.
I love it. And
Sub 70, thank you for these hats.
Sub 70, I love it. I love your wedges. I love the irons. I love everything you guys do.
Yes. And this has been Golf with Irene. We'll see you on the green.